What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, it seems that Terence Crawford, I'm listening to multiple different, opinions and reports regarding undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford has a record of 39 wins, no losses, no draws, 30 big wins by way of knockout. He is 35 years of age, 5'8", with a 74-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford reportedly possibly could be signing with Olympic gold medalist, 6th division world champion, retired iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, and co-promoter Bernard the Executioner Hopkins, right? We saw over this weekend that they had a meeting in their office, and we see the pictures of Terence Crawford with Oscar De La Hoya and with Bernard Hopkins. The fact that they took a picture together and Terence Crawford knew they took this picture and this picture is out there, well, that speaks volumes. Okay, that speaks volumes that Terence Crawford knows that this photo is out there, and that that they letting it be known that he was having this meeting speaks volumes, right? And then there's the reports that it could be a 3-fight deal with Terence Crawford to sign over there. Now, Oscar De La Hoya, he said the plan is for Terence Crawford to fight Alexis Roca, who's coming off a victory this past weekend, and then fight Virgil Ortiz Jr. should he be victorious against Manus Stanionis April 29th, and then look to negotiate a deal to fight Errol Spence. That means that the fight wouldn't be happening until 2024 at least. I mean, Terence Crawford would be 36 years of age. Errol Spence would be 33 years of age, okay? With that said, I listened to a few different platforms. I listened to Showbiz. I listened to Nonito Donaire and his wife. Obviously, Nonito Donaire and his wife, they know about the business. Clearly, she is his manager. He's a former multi-division world champion, Filipino, arguably the second greatest Filipino fighter in the history of the sport of boxing, behind only Manny Pacquiao. So they would know. And so they said a few things that was interesting, and so did Showbiz. Okay. When Nonito Donaire said that this is a serious negotiations between Terence Crawford, Oscar De La Hoya, and Bernard Hopkins, because he's with the two big wigs from Golden Boy. That's number one. And number two, they did it in a private location. He said that when you do it in a private location, such as what they did, 9 times out of 10, it's a big deal, because they would do it, it's different than going to dinner and things of that nature. He said, where people could see you at dinner, you take photos, you really don't care. Well, you do care. You want to keep it, kind of under wraps. So what he said made sense. When it's this important, you want to do it in the office setting, right? And so that's what they did it in the office setting. Obviously, it was at Golden Boy headquarters. So Nonito Donaire, he said that he believes it's a very important meeting. It's a serious meeting. Okay. His wife said, she personally wouldn't look too much into it. And then Showbiz, he said that his sources had told him that it's a partnership, right, with Terence Bud Crawford's promotional company, along with Golden Boy Promotions, to be able to give himself some leverage to negotiate a deal with PBC, because Terence Crawford don't trust the PBC. And but this is what I'm gonna say. As far as that goes, that won't work like that. And the reason it won't work like that is because at the end of the day, now Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, they got a deal done for Ryan Garcia to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, right? It wasn't easy. That wasn't easy to get, to get it over the hump, right? But they got it over the hump, essentially. They got the deal done. They got it over the hump, right? And so with that said, now they did a partnership where DAZN is doing business with Showtime, Steven Espinosa, Showtime President of Sports, and they're going to do a partnership to get a deal done, right? But it's not easy. Now, in this case, right, they already had attempts, right, and that fell through. You understand? They had attempts already, and those attempts, they fell through, right? And so with that said, right, it begs the question, how deep is everybody dug in on making this fight with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? That's what's the most important thing in this entire equation, is just how deep is Terence Crawford and Errol Spence dug in for what they want, right? And we know, like, Showbiz played the audio where Errol Spence stated that, his loyalty with Al Heyman is big. He's never going to turn his back on him because of the personal things that Al Heyman has helped him with and other fighters in their life that you don't see outside of the sport of boxing, that's deeper than, the sport of boxing itself. You understand? Then you look at Terence Crawford's loyalty. You understand what I'm saying? He has a loyalty to his team and the way he does things, right? And so now you factor in that Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, they don't have the best relationship with the PBC, right? So are they going to be willing to sit down? Because obviously Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy, they're going to be looking at it from a standpoint of what Terence Crawford is worth, especially if the 3-fight deal plays out the way they want it to play out with Alexis Roca and Virgil Ortiz. Terence Crawford beats Alexis Roca and Virgil Ortiz, right? His value, as far as Golden Boy is concerned, is going to be extremely high, and they're going to be looking to, leverage his talent, right? Leverage his status. You understand what I'm saying? And so with that said, can they coexist to get a deal done? One thing was telling what Oscar said. He said maybe we could sit down with PBC and finally attempt to get a deal done with Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. That don't sound promising to me. Right? And as far as Terence Crawford's partnership, right, to have a platform and a power behind him to be able to, to have a powerhouse behind him to be able to, negotiate in a room and have a presence in a room, a massive presence in a room to negotiate this fight with Errol Spence, right? It's still going to be now what Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, and that side is going to do is they're going to dig their feet in, because they know, right? So Oscar De La Hoya, and then there's a personal strain on those relationships on top of it. So they're going to be looking at it from a standpoint like, well, why we got to do this? Why we got to do that? You know what I'm saying? They're going to have their own demands that maybe Terence Crawford would not have had if he would not have been with them. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe that it makes it more difficult to come to fruition. That's what I believe. I believe that Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy being involved is going to make it more difficult to get it to come to fruition. I just believe that that's going to be the case. I believe that it's going to be a very, very tough negotiations. And at this point, I don't see it getting done. I don't think it's going to get done. Especially if Terence Crawford is looking to fight Alexis Roca and then fight Virgil Ortiz. Errol Spence ain't going to wait for that. It's over. He's going to get acclimated now to 154. If he have this fight with Keith Thurman at 154 and Terence Crawford is looking to fight he's going to stay at 154. He's going to stay at 154. So they're going to be looking to negotiate this fight at 154. What's funny is Sean Porter, he stated this a long time ago, and he keeps saying it, and he repeated it not too long ago, is that he said this fight ain't gonna happen until they both at 154. And that's the way it's looking, and it's losing a lot of steam and momentum right now, currently, as we speak. So let's see how it unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.